Welcome to my Shifting Tombs guide. You will need to have access to Menaphos, which does require the Jack of Spades quest completed. You will also need 50 Dungeoneering, 50 Agility, 50 Thieving, and 50 Construction. Before I go into actually how to do the Shifting Tomb, you will need a Ring of Kinship to teleport to Daemonheim. From the teleport, just go west and then trade Brile. Go to consumables, and then you will want to buy Shifting Tomb Reward Enhancer. It costs 1000 Dungeoneering tokens. Now, if you are going for the achievement, you will need to buy 25 urns. What the urns does, it increases the amount of experience and reputation when you fully complete a Shifting Tomb. Now, how to get to Shifting Tombs: teleport to Menaphos. From the lodestone, run directly west. Now, if you were to open up your Menaphos reputation overview, if you have access to the Blessed Tukum standard, which does require 194,700 reputation, this will unlock the ability that you will start receiving the Desert Pantheon aura fragments when you fully complete a Shifting Tomb. For each Shifting Tomb you complete, you will get 50 fragments, and you will require 2,000 fragments to make the aura. This means that you will need to complete a total of 40 games to make the aura. Once you're at where I'm at on the map, the dungeon icon, single click it to enter the Shifting Tombs. From here, since it is your first time, you will need to speak to Ozon. And then ask him about the statues and braziers. He will tell you that the Akem statue is for thieving, the Cronus is for construction, the Het is for dungeoneering, and the Scarabs is for agility. And then in front of the baby ones, for instance, the Scarab statue, if I were to right click toggle it, I will not receive agility experience. Now if I toggle it again, I will get agility experience. And then directly front, there is a little brazier that you are able to inspect. This one is for if you want to earn prayer experience. For the west one, Het toggles dungeoneering, and his brazier toggles divination. Kronos, which is south, gives you construction experience, and the brazier gives you crafting experience. And then Akamen gives you thieving experience, and his brazier gives you rune crafting experience. If you have an option to toggle any of the combinations that you want, or you can toggle them all off to have the ability to increase your GP per hour while breaking an urn and opening chests to get the Feathers of Maw. Now if you were to right click the middle icon in between all 4 statues, you'll be able to enter, solo, or search. Searching is for when you have a group of 2 to 5 people, as this is a group minigame, or you can go over the solo option. As before we start it, you will want to watch the screen as it does shift, and then here, this is what a chest will look like as you're running through the chest. Keep in mind that it says clear plants. This will either require a certain amount of wood cutting or fire making level to burn it. Afterwards, you will get rewarded with the Feather of Maul. Now, if you are in a group, you will need to manually search it, as it will not count for your objective. And then I am going to the next chest, and then this one is a melt seal. From here you are able to enter the chest, and then next, next will be the coffin. If you notice that when the little chest does flicker, and then it will shoot the little magic balls, you will need to pay attention to exactly which ones that it was chosen on. So, for instance, after it flickered just now, it goes to there. It goes to the south one when it flickers, and then the last one to that corner. Afterwards, you will have unlocked the sarcophagus, and then you will need to open it and then search it. Keep in mind, you do have to search it for it to count on your objectives. And you can tell if you search it or not, because there will be a little coffin icon on the upper left corner of your screen, and it currently says 1 out of 3 because I searched it. Now let's go for a solo run. And if you have double surge and bladed dive along with the mobile perk, it is highly suggested because you will be running a huge path. Once you are ready, enter the counter in solo in my case. You will have to wait just a little bit, and then immediately I am at the sarcophagus. So now that I know how it goes, I'll push all the buttons in order, and then I'll open the sarcophagus to get me 1 out of 3. From here, start going south, and yet there is another sarcophagus, which I am lucky on. Again, remember to pay attention to when the sarcophagus does flash. And then afterwards just open it. So you will now get 2 out of 3. And now run south, and you will see little vases. When you break 5 of them all at once, you will get an increased buff on your little screen, on your buff bar. This means that for the next skilling portion, let's say you need to mine rocks, which I currently do not have anywhere on this map. When you mine it, it will do a little blast that if you mine a rock and then in any direction, it will go 4 or 5 in that direction to instantly clear them. And now, as you notice, I am smashing the vases. It is increasing my corruption per each vase that I do destroy. This is needed to complete the objective. And then once again, I'm on the last sarcophagus. And then open it, and then search. You can smash the vases while being extremely far away from them, so you do not actually have to be up to them. It's just if you want to or not. And once you have fully completed the objectives, if you know where the exit is, you will have the ability to quickly run there and then just right click it to quick exit. And now here's what I meant about the corruption. When you're mining a rock, notice the two to the east will be instantly destroyed as well. And then I'll do the same thing here. This is because those rocks do block your path. Now that my objectives have all been completed, I found all 3 sarcophagus, the chest, and I completed the corruption. You will now need to make your way to the exit, which is marked on the minimap. Once you find the rope, you are able to right click and quick exit. Now, if you are in a group with other people, it is very important to type in the chat, use Discord, Skype, TeamViewer, or anything to communicate to your other people. This is like Dungeoneering, so whatever you type, let's say there's a chest to the west, no matter where they are in the area, they will be notified of it, and then they will need to search the chest for themselves to complete the objectives. The objectives can vary between 1 sarcophagus to about 6 or 7, and the same thing with the chest. It's not always 3 to 1. And one more thing to include is that the earlier you get out of a shifting tomb, the more experience and reputation you will gain. Now that I have completed all of the objectives, and I had the shifting tombs reward enhancer, I will now quick exit, and then I will be teleported out. It will use the urn, and right there, I did get 165,000 cash just for doing that 5-minute tomb. But keep in mind, I did waste about 2 minutes pretty much just standing there. Now, if I were to go to the objectives, the achievements, exploration, Menaphos, and scroll pretty much almost all the way down into the animus, Sarcophagus Metamorphosis 5. This is an achievement that you will need to fully complete, which means all 3 objectives. You will need to do it 25 times while you are bringing the Shifting Tombs reward enhancer. So if you are going for the achievement, I suggest you buy 25 of those tomb thingies. You may need more depending if you are going for the Desert Pantheon aura. For the aura, you will need to have completed 40 games. With the Shifting Tombs, since it only gives you 50 fragments, and the achievement is 25 games, you will need to do an additional 15 extra games to get yourself the aura along with the achievement. However, if you do not care for experience, the Menaphos reputation, the GP that it gives, you can buy and unlock the Desert Pantheon aura by using 2 bonds. However, I personally do not suggest that, since again you are getting Menaphos reputation, experience, GP, and you are getting that achievement completed. So in the long term, it is worth it to just do this achievement right away, so you will have access to make that aura. Thank you all so much for watching this rather lengthy guide on Shifting Tombs, but now you should be able to fully understand how to open some of the sarcophagus, run through the whole area, and where to buy the Shifting Tomb enhancers. Thank you all for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.